Hi, this is Justin from RGBlink. We're here in Barcelona. Good to be here at the start of the year, fresh new year, with not only some new product releases, but also many of our popular products on show. The exhibition's already been very popular, and we're so excited to be showing all the visitors the great things that we've got from RGBlink across video processing, of course our streaming, which has been fantastically popular across so many markets, and importantly here, our ProAV products as well. There's a big focus for us here at ISE on NDI solutions actually, which are seeing much greater adoption into the corporate AV type markets and generally integrated systems, as well as of course our broadcast clients that are embracing that technology so well. Just another one of those streaming technologies and signal choices that RGBlink makes available through huge range of signal choices and solutions that are available. Well, one of the most popular things on the booth for sure is the new Mini MX that we're announcing at ISE, and this product will be coming a little bit later in the year, but it's great to be able to showcase and preview this new innovation here at the exhibition. Mini MX builds on, of course, our earlier products with Mini Pro. Mini MX, here we have those 4K inputs, 2K outputs for preview and program, like a dedicated preview. We've also, of course, Mini remains to be a webcam when you plug it into your computer, this time via USB-C. You can record via USB, and you can also play back some media and use those as sources on this new device. The big new thing really, I guess, on Mini MX is lots more choices of audio. And in fact, we've got 2 XLR and 1/4" jack balanced mic ins with phantom power, a line in, line out, and a headphone there as well. We're also supporting Bluetooth audio, which would be great for those vloggers out there and people using Bluetooth microphone devices. Mini MX brings a nearly 5-inch touchscreen to the Mini for a first time, and we now have, in addition to layer A and B, you've got a background layer here as well, which can be a static image, so you're not left with just a black as a background. Layer A and B are fully scalable and positionable anywhere in the pixel space. We've also added capability for still, that's like your channel logo, and the logo is now scalable and usable in a much larger format across the output display. And not to be outdone, we've also added the capability for on-screen text display, or OSD, which can be configured from the app and allows you to put in user-defined text as an overlay on your output image. In addition to being a webcam, Mini MX also supports the direct streaming over IP. Simply plug it in a platform, and you can control that with the on-air button, so you can control whether you're going live to air or in standby mode. Over on the right-hand side, we've got preset buttons, so you can get instant recall of those key presets, and there are multiple pages of those. Up on the top left there, we've got audio controls. These allow you to set the HDMI embedded audio levels. And along the bottom here is more like an audio mixer, given that there is more focus on audio with this new product. Individual level controls for the external inputs and control for the outputs, and you can override and preview audio to the headphones on demand. And of course, which is unique to our Mini series, PTZ control built right in with zoom and focus controls and the pan and tilt joystick. Mini MX is sure to be a very popular item as that comes into release a little later in the year, and the feedback already during the exhibition has been overwhelming. We're really looking forward to seeing that in everybody's hands. New for 2023 is our range of preview or reference monitors. This is the 24-inch, supports up to 4 12G SDI inputs. You can multi-view those as well. Of course, there's all the on-screen diagnostics with the waveforms and so on available here on the product too. For those in the industry and interested in high-resolution reference monitors, already we've had some fantastic feedback, and we're looking forward to really great adoption. Super impressed with the quality of the display, and this actually comes in 3 sizes. This is the 24-inch, we do a 27 and a 32 as well. There's multiple modes of operation in the reference monitor. You can do multi-screen or multi-view with quads, 3 down the side, 3 across the bottom with the main, and you can assign the inputs to each of those 4 output areas. Along the bottom here, you've got preset buttons and function buttons. You can choose your source, select from the HDMI or the SDI sources. On the back panel, we've got those 4 12G SDIs we talked about. They've got loops on them as well, and you've got an HDMI in. Ethernet control, these reference monitors also support tele. Next generation Q16 Pro makes its debut here at ISE 2023 as well. And here we're showing you the 4-rack unit device as well as the 1-rack unit device. Q16 Pro has been very popular for integration projects, particularly with video walls, not just LED, which is popular today, but with LCD panels as well, where you need a good number of outputs to create those video walls, and where you need a lot of windows potentially. Q16, each layer, as we would traditionally call it, actually does not use up as many layers as on some of our other products. So it's ideal for those control room and monitoring room environments, or in environments where perhaps they don't need the precision of broadcast. This new version of the Q16 Pro now features a touchscreen on the front panel, allowing for that easy identification of the status of the product. And in fact, when we go into the device settings here, you can see a representation of the back panel and the statuses. Quick settings are also available from the front panel, which is ideal particularly for scenarios where you might need to check on the communication settings, as we see here. The back panel of Q16 Pro features well-known RGBlink modular infrastructure, slot-based, so you can change the input and output modules to requirement. That means minimum overhead when you're putting in a bespoke project. That means you get the signals you need for each project. Options here include HDMI, including 4K support. See here, got streaming support and SDI, and of course there are other modules such as composites and so on to support legacy applications. Across the full RGBlink ProAV range, Expose is our software platform that really lights up the features that are and unlocks the features of the hardware devices. Here we can see Q16 Pro, and simply clicking on a port shows you the settings that are available for that particular attribute of that port or area. And then you can set up the display areas according to the requirement. These are your outputs, could be LCD or LED or projection, of course. And then configuring video to go across those outputs is as simple as dragging and dropping onto the canvas. You can build presets and have those available on recall as you need. The smallest device in the Q16 range is this 1U device, so we've got the tactile buttons on the front. This will be very useful for those smaller applications where people need the localized controls. You've got 4 times HDMI out and up to 8 HDMI or SDI or any of one of our signal choices for the input, including 4Ks are available too. Here we have our Tau 1 Mini solution for streaming. It's really focused particularly on NDI. Here we've got showing the example of streaming this camera, encoding this HDMI camera into NDI, streaming it to another Tau 1 Mini for decode and output on the display. Tau 1 Mini can also switch between the local port as well, so we can go between the NDI stream and an HDMI locally connected input. Tau 1 Mini allows you to take any HDMI or indeed UVC device and turn that into an NDI device, putting that into an NDI workflow. Uniquely, this also supports NDI HX3. There's the NDI stream coming in, and now we can switch to an HDMI source connected locally. Full of features, not just for NDI, but with a clear focus on NDI nonetheless. You can also do RTMP streaming and SRT as well. It's been great to be here at ISE showing so many of the new products and of course the old favourites. So many of the people, both friends from before and making new friends. We're ready here at RGBlink to show you what you can do with streaming, of course, and with our ProAV products. We look forward to those to being integrated into as many applications as possible all over the world. Look forward to seeing you again and welcome you to RGBlink.